Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make your first virtual machine with Virtualbox. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to Virtualbox's website and download Virtualbox. So let's go to virtualbox.org and download Virtualbox for your platform. There are binaries for Windows, Mac OS, Linux, and Solaris. Linux, so go to Linux distributions and download Debian 10. So now you got that installed. Go to Virtualbox. Yours will look different to mine. I already have a few VMs made. So I'm just going to click on the new plus button. And now we're going to choose the name, the location, and the OS. So we have a few options here. We can use Windows, Linux, Solaris, BSD, IBM OS 2, Mac OS X, or other operating systems, which are some are here. I'm just going to install Windows 10 on a VM. So Windows 10 64-bit. And next. So now we're going to give it the RAM that you want. This is the recommended amount of RAM for the OS. I'm just going to set it at 8 gigabytes. Now the virtual disk. So Virtualbox has some pretty good disk settings. You can either just not add one or add one your own. I'm going to make a new one. Create. And we can make our hard disk type. Just keep it on Virtualbox disk image. And then this. You can either make the disk dynamically allocated or fixed size. Dynamically allocated disks are disks that fill up over time, and you can change the size of them, and they're slower. But fixed sized are faster, but you can't change the size of them. Next. And I'm going to keep it at 50 gigs. Create. Okay, so now let's go to settings. A basic tab, advanced tab, which some drag and drop, and snapshots folder. Description and disk encryption. I haven't messed with this, so I don't really know how to use it. And system. Here we can see the RAM amount and the core count. I'm going to set this to 4 and enable pay/NX. And under acceleration, I'm going to set this to KVM. If you're on Windows, I don't think you can do this. I think KVM is a Linux only thing. So just continue. And so here we have our display settings. Currently Windows 10 is on Virtualbox. The guest edition CD, which we'll be using soon, is broken with VBox SVGA on Windows 10. So I'm going to set the VBox VGA. This does mean that we can't use 3D acceleration with Windows 10, but I'm just going to keep it anyway because I don't intend to use it for that. And we can use display. Remote display. Should we go for storage? This is all our storage devices, and you can add some others like a USB or NVMe, a floppy. But I'm just gonna keep it like this, and I'm gonna get the USB, not the USB, the ISO, which you can download from Microsoft's website, and that should be good. I'm going to disable network, so I don't have to enter in a email address to set up Windows 10. That should be good. So click OK. Click on Start. This will appear on my other monitor, but what you're going to do is you're going to select the disk. So I have Windows 10 selected here. And click on Start. And now we can full screen the VM by going up into View and full screen mode. And here we can install Windows 10 normally. And I'm just going to say no with product key. Let's go with Pro. Accept license terms, and custom, new, apply, and next. And now we're just going to wait for it to install. I have a pretty fast computer, so this shouldn't take very long. Okay, so now that we're on Windows 10, now we're going to do a few things before we can actually start using this VM. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to privacy settings. And I'm just going to turn off all these data collection. Optional diagnostic data. And then I'm going to go to updates and disable those. Okay, so now we're going to install the guest editions. By the way, you can press Alt to get rid of the focus from the VM. So go to the bottom bar down here, you can just hover over it, go devices, and insert gas station CD. And there we go. I think this one should be the right one. I hope. Yeah, install that. Always trust. As you can see, our mouse is already smoother, so we can reboot now, and we should get the proper resolution. There we go. Okay, now we have the proper resolution. And as you can see, if you go to, that's the wrong thing. Go to device manager, and we go to display adapters. We are using a Virtualbox display adapter. And if we go to display settings, we can see that this is at the proper resolution of 220 by 1080. And now I'm going to go to devices, network, and re-enable network. And okay, there's your first VM. I'm gonna no on that. And yeah, so you can use this VM to do whatever. I wouldn't really game on VM, especially on VirtualBox. Some older games you can get away with, but newer games you really shouldn't just not play it on a VM. Or if you're gonna use a VM, use a GPU pass-through VM. So yeah, that's it for this video, and goodbye.